there's one thing I'm looking for in a foreman, it's work ethic. Actually, maybe there's two things. Work ethic and passion. And I don't know which order they need to come in, but you have to have those two. Those two things are unteachable. You either have it or you don't. Everything else we can teach.
We're a little bit different when we think about foremen. Typically in the landscape industry, a foreman is a guy who's going to sit there, he's going to point out directions, hop back and forth between jobs. We're looking for somebody that wants to point out directions, but they got to get inside. They're going to get dirty. We want somebody who's going to be mixing up with the guys. You're going to be slinging rocks, you're going to be digging holes, but you're going to be a leader. So the biggest thing is we want you in front of the customer. We want you in front of the crew. Talk to the guys, explain stuff. We're also looking for somebody who is a perpetual learner. So we need you to constantly be learning new concepts and ideas, and then you're going to take that information, not only learn it for yourself, but then you're going to turn around and train people. So we have a completely different model that we're looking for, and it takes a lot of different skill sets. So someone with good communication skills, good leadership skills, someone that's outgoing, it's going to be able to potentially do sales. We want people that are going to be looking at all different aspects of the business.
A positive attitude is absolutely a must, because we're really responsible for keeping the morale up, on the crew on a day-to-day basis. I would say your ability to diagnose and resolve issues on the job site efficiently, really understand how to manage your resources, and that includes your labor staff.
One of the key qualities we're looking for any new person is to take ownership. And when I mean ownership, like pretend you're the owner. And what would you do if this was your company? Meaning, are you responsible for tools? Are you being mindful of the hours that are being worked? Are you thinking about the most efficient ways to get things done? I mean, everybody on our crew is not just here to dig holes and move rocks. Every single one of us is empowered to think like an owner, and you need to bring that attitude with you or you don't last.
I think just overall being a very caring person about what we're doing, really understanding that these clients are pouring a lot of time and money into our projects, and really treating it as if it's our money that we're putting in, and really understanding the value of that dollar that they're spending, and making sure that we put down twice as much effort and value when completing a project.
My favorite part of my job is getting my hands dirty, getting outside, mixing it up, and the creativity. So the days could just fly by. Before you know it, it's time to go home, and you spend all day long working hard, busting your butt, moving big boulders and stuff like that, but you get just lost in that stuff. So the creative aspect to me is the best thing for me. It's just a blast.
Best part about being on a job site for me is super simple. It's what we create. We start with nothing, right? We work, and at the end of the day, what we've created is unreplicatable. Like, nobody does what we do. And to see the reaction on a customer's face is priceless. This is something they've dreamed of their entire life, and often there's emotions of joy and everything else, and it's just such an awesome, rewarding thing for us and for our customers.
One of the most difficult parts of being a foreman is interacting with the customer. Inevitably, every project, you kind of see the homeowners go through the initial excitement of us getting there, starting the job, and then all of a sudden they want to pump the brakes and they're full of anxiety. And the hardest part is really sort of talking them down and letting them know that, yeah, a bomb looks like it went off in your backyard, but everything's going to turn out fantastic afterwards. So that is definitely the hardest part, is navigating through those waters. But it's also the most rewarding after that, when you form that bond with them and really see that trust sort of come to fruition, when their eyes light up when you finish the project, and it's amazing.
The hardest part of my job is trying to figure out what the hardest part of my job is. I don't know, I really love it all. I would say this, the hardest part for somebody new coming into construction is going to be getting used to our rhythm. We work long, hard hours, and it's consistent. There's not these breaks at 10 o'clock and at 12 o'clock and at 3 o'clock. We go, and if a job is spec'd out for a day, we finish it in a day. And getting on our team is a very rewarding thing, but it's also getting on our team.